Welcome back to Stephen A. Smith Show. You heard me talking politics. You heard me talking the NBA. Thanks again to the one and only Jay Ellis for coming on the show, talking with us as well. And I felt that I was going to lighten the mood a little bit. And, you know, when this man asked me to come on the show, he didn't really ask. He just said, I'll be there, you know, because he a boss now. That's what he does. Nephew Josh is in the house. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
What the hell is that you're wearing?
I got a date tonight. Don't say nothing crazy.
Why does that shit look like shiny pleather?
That's what's going on right now. Everything is not a Steve Harvey suit.
So, but is that pleather or leather? And don't disrespect my brother Steve Harvey. You be
I'm
nice
not.
to Steve
Y'all
Harvey
a
on my
tandem.
show. You understand what I'm saying? No.
Steve Harvey, Stephen A. Harvey.
No. There's only one Stephen A. baby. It's only one Stephen A. But you wearing the title. So hold on for a second. You said you got a date tonight. Didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Sightseeing, because it's free. It's my turn to pay, so.
So you said because it's your turn to pay,
We're gonna go sightseeing.
you going sightseeing because it's free, so that means you don't want to spend no money.
It's not just that, too. The weather's turning around, too. Like, the city's nice. The weather feels good outside. We're going to get some air.
But the first words out of your mouth was, it's my turn to pay, so this is free.
Because, you know when they be like, it's the thought that counts? So I put 100% thought into this instead of money, 100% thought.
100% thought.
0%, 0% money.
So where you gonna take her for the sightseeing? Where you gonna take her?
We're gonna start at 34th Street, then we're gonna walk a marathon until, she probably gonna wear heels because she think we're gonna eat. So we're not gonna walk too far, then she's gonna be tired, then we're gonna head back. As soon as we get inside.
But if she's hungry, why would you head back anywhere when you really is supposed to be taking her out to dinner?
No, I'm not supposed to take her out to dinner. I'm just supposed to take her out. It's on me on where I'm taking her. So.
Where's she from? I'm saying if she's from New York is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So why you think taking her to Times Square or 34th Street is something that's gonna move her?
Because on every block, somebody's gonna shout, "We rich." And it's just the feeling of, you with a J-list celebrity now. I'm working my way up. Yeah, man.
What's on your mind, man? Why'd you want to sit in here with me today, man?
Oh,
Because,
nah.
you're already getting on my damn nerves with this. Go ahead, man.
Did you tell him that we was at the Three Americans thing together?
I didn't tell them that.
Yeah,
was I supposed to tell them that?
Yeah.
Why you want me to tell them that?
Because you have to add some validness to my JVP run.
Well, you were there filming it for me.
Don't
you did a bunch of shots from the back of my head. That made no sense.
Oh, you want me to get into why? Because the people at the place would not let me film from in front of you. You know why, right?
Why?
My last name wasn't Cuomo or O'Reilly. Because I told them who I was. They tried to act like they didn't know who I was. So that's either your fault or their fault. Who taking the blame?
So you saying that, because you said that you were Stephen A. Smith's nephew, that they denied that?
It's past
Is
that.
what
I didn't say Stephen A. Smith's nephew. I said I'm Josh Smith, and we running in 2028. Now, where do I sit? And she looked at me like I was crazy, but I got over it.
We running?
Yeah.
How we running? We
We.
running.
Vice President, I'm gonna get you the votes that the people that don't want to vote for you gonna want to vote for me.
Why don't you tell the people what you said to me on Sunday?
What I
when
said?
you walked up to me and you said, Uncle Steve, man, I might have been wrong. You really could do this.
You could.
You should. Why don't you elaborate to the audience? Let them know.
No, I walked right down on him because I did see him speaking on our behalf. I'm not sure where you can see that. Where can you watch that at?
I don't know. You gotta ask Bill O'Reilly.
You don't even know where we can watch that. But he was speaking on our behalf, and I was thoroughly impressed by that. I was impressed, and I'm like, listen, between me and you got the left, and I got the right.
I think it would be the other way around, the way you talk.
What's that mean?
I'm just saying. I don't know. But go ahead. Why you got these cards in your hand? What you got?
I don't know. These are my notes for later. I got a few new laws and stuff like that. We're gonna get into it after this.
New laws.
New laws.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Let me go to the videos, man. Let me go to the videos. Some people gonna call in, they send the videos in, they got some stuff to say. I don't know whether it's to me or you or whatever. It's probably to me because they don't care about you. They care about me. But let's hear what they got to say. All right, who we got here?
Stephen A., my question to you today, sir, is if you could change the outcome of one game in sports history, not just for the result, but for the impact it will have on the player's legacy, what game would you choose and why? By the way, this is the best question they ever asked you. Boom.
Game 7, LeBron James against and the Cleveland Cavaliers against Golden State. Draymond Green should have never been ejected for Game 5. That was a stimulus package the NBA gave LeBron James. But give him credit because him and Kyrie Irving went ballistic in Games 5 and 6. I think both of them dropped 41 apiece in Game 6. That was the game Steph Curry got ejected when he took his mouthpiece out and threw it. Well, he actually fouled out, but he threw it at aimed at the official, but accidentally hit a fan, a patron there. And then Game 7, the block by LeBron on Andre Iguodala's layup, and of course Kyrie with the sidestep 3 over Steph Curry won the championship for Cleveland. If he doesn't win that championship, there's no championship in Cleveland, okay? That's one less championship he would have on his resume, right? And there's no conversation whatsoever. No conversation about GOATs and all of this other stuff. So I would say to you, I'm not that I wish, because I'm not wishing that, but I look at that game in terms of impacting legacy. You know, Magic and Bird win the finals for a decade. Jordan won six NBA finals, 6 to 6. But when you talk about legacy defining, that would have been that.
I think mine's, that one right there is like, I'm cool with that, with the results of that, because that was players deciding what happened. The Legion of Boom losing a ring because you decide to throw a pass when you're at the 2-yard line when you have Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
I don't like that one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Galen's over there talking to me about Patrick Ewing and the Knicks in 1994. Yeah, it would have changed Patrick Ewing's legacy. That is true. But we still wouldn't be thinking about him that much if the Knicks fans would, but not the world, not the basketball world. That's why I didn't pick that. Galen, sit back there and continue to lose weight, bro. Let's go to the next video. Show me what you got.
Hey, what's up, Stephen A? So here's my question, man. Why do I just have to see you everywhere, man? Like involved in politics, involved in the sports stuff, involved in everything, man. I'm used to people that tried to stay out of the spotlight, like Jim Murray or any of the LA Times writers before it got terrible. So I don't know, man. You're not a journalist. You're just an influencer. And yeah, your political career is laughable. I don't know why you're trying to get involved. You seem more literate than Kamala was, so that doesn't make any sense. They need someone sharp or someone that's going to represent the people. And you seem to be just about yourself. So, yeah, I guess my question is, why are you everywhere and making millions of dollars? All right, thank you.
I guess my answer to the question would be a question. Why the hell do you know I'm everywhere? Clearly you can't get enough of me since you decided to take time out of your life, to send me that. I won't get into the fact that you look like you got a lot of time on your hands. I wonder why. I won't go that route. Instead, what I will tell you is this. First of all, I'm not an influencer. I have been a journalist. I'm a journalist that transitioned to a pundit / commentator. Why? I have a resume, my brother, spanning 30 years. New York Daily News, Philadelphia Inquirer, CNNSI, Fox Sports, ESPN. Now owning my own platform. Brother, this wasn't given, it was earned. So you can hate, you can do what you want to do, but I do this for a living. Now, clearly you have a problem with that. There's a simple solution. Don't watch. But the reason why you can't stop watching is because you hate it, but you like what you see. You like what I'm giving. So I appreciate the support. I'm sorry you can't admit it. Sorry about that, but that's on you. Josh, what are your thoughts?
I think he was talking to me, because I ain't got no resume. I ain't got none of that, and I got put on. And I don't mind being spoken about. And you know another thing? We owe
Camera's
Kevin.
right there.
We owe Kevin Durant an apology. Because
Who?
we all do. I used to get on him, you too, about having burner accounts. I got 7 now. So you can catch me at Britney Spears 79737. Watch your mouths, because I could be answering you from anywhere.
You got 7 burner accounts?
Yeah, they be talking to me like they crazy.
I don't have no damn burner account.
I know. You gotta wake up and fight back.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it's fun. I like it.
My God. Let me get to the calls, man, before I get on out of here. Let's go to the first one. Go Zach in Wisconsin. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
So my question for you is J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. And if J.J. McCarthy can play at, just that above-average quarterback play, with the talent around Minnesota, how far do you see them going if he plays that way?
You know what? I think they got a chance, man. I think their defense is big time. Flores is no joke as a defensive coordinator. O'Connell is no joke as a head coach and a quarterback guru. What I'm shocked by, Zach, is this reliance on J.J. McCarthy. Like, they act like he's played in the NFL before and he was just injured or something. He won a national championship at Michigan. He got injured in his rookie year before he ever played the game. And yet they're going to say, you know what? Sam Darnold, you can leave. They're going to say, Aaron Rodgers, you don't have to come. So J.J. McCarthy is that dude. They're acting like he's produced already. I don't get it.
Do you think it was not a smart move to not get Aaron Rodgers on the team just in case?
Maybe.
Falls apart?
Maybe. What are your thoughts, Josh, real quick?
Giants fan over here. I don't really speak on the Vikings. Good luck next year.
All right. Works for me. Appreciate the call, Zach. Thank you. This is Ben. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead, man.
I have only been watching basketball for about a year, seriously watching basketball, and I love it. The first game I ever saw was the Luka 73-point game, and that made me a Mavericks fan. I'm wondering, after the trade and after the disaster these past few months have been for the Mavericks, where do you think we'll be in around, not 5 years, but like 2 years? Like long term, how do you think the Anthony Davis trade is going to end?
Well, 2 years ain't long term. That's number one. Number two, I would say this to you. Within the next 2 years, I think Dallas Mavericks have a shot to win a championship. I think if Kyrie, Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, P.J. Washington, and the rest of the crew with Jason Kidd coaching them are healthy, I think the Dallas Mavericks have a chance to win the championship. Am I wrong about that, Josh?
Definitely wrong. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Why not?
Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, these ain't names, and Kyrie in 2 more years?
No, I'm saying over the next 2 years, meaning next year or the year after.
So
they got a chance.
I don't think so. You got them beating the top teams in the West.
They can if they're all healthy because that's why they Anthony Davis inside. Now, it might have been foolish to let go of Luka Doncic, but understand Anthony Davis is good for 28 and 12 a night when healthy. And he's a legitimate power forward at 6'10", 6'11". When you look at him and Gafford and Lively, if you get stellar guard play, if Kyrie and Anthony Davis are both available to you and everybody's healthy, the Mavs can compete with anybody.
When I'm focused, I can do anything. How often am I focused?
Yes. Griff just got in my ear talking about Kyrie's got a player option for next year. The brother just had surgery. They're going to still pay him his money, but he was in line for damn near $250 million. I don't know how much he's going to get now. Let me go to this last caller here. Let's go to Christian from Atlanta. You're live with Stephen A. and nephew Josh. Christian, talk to us.
All right, so how do you feel about the whole Deshaun Watson situation, and where do you see the Browns going from there? Like, how do they move on? Do they just, blow it all up, trade Nick Chubb and things like that and move on? Or should they just keep what they have and hope that they find a quarterback in the next 3 to 5 years?
You got to hope you find a quarterback because you ain't blowing it up when you just paid Myles Garrett all that money. You didn't pay him all of that money to take seasons. And the fact of the matter is Deshaun Watson, it's inexplicable what's happened to him, bro. I mean, that's just the mental completely contaminating your game. When you have a situation where you give this brother a guaranteed $230 million deal, every penny guaranteed, when the brother got 27 lawsuits at the time against him, and you give him the money anyway, and he steps on a football field and looks nothing like he looked when he was a quarterback for the Houston Texans, that's just messing with your mental. Josh, I'm going to my nephew here. I can't believe how bad Deshaun Watson has looked.
Yeah, he definitely been looking bad. So bad that I'm in the mood making my neck hurt. I need a little massage.
Really? Damn. That was pretty low. That's kind of low to do that to him. That was kind of low. You should be nicer than that.
All right, sorry, Deshaun.
He got you needing a massage.
It's the leather. It's the leather.
Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Let's get to you and your list before we get on out of here. Josh, you got new rules?
New who?
You said you got new rules.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot to have the new rules?
I did, because I got caught up in Deshaun Watson. I really do need a massage. If I'm driving and if I catch a heat flash, right, and I crack the window, but the passenger is cold. Who should we go with? I'm the driver, remember that part.
If it's your lady,
I
if it's your lady, look, you got to find at least a happy medium. You got to compromise. You have to always do something that tells her it's not just about you. That's all I'm trying to say with that.
Is it about me at all?
It can be, because you don't need to be freezing if you're driving. You don't need to be uncomfortable because her safety is in your hands because you're behind the wheel. But you do need to be a bit sensitive to what she wants and needs, even at that particular moment in time, because damn it, if she's freezing, that's a problem.
So if she starts a question with, so can I ask you a question? And I say no, is that valid?
Say what?
If she asks me a question and it starts with, can I ask you a question? And I say no, is that valid? Because we all know when y'all start with, can you ask you a question, there's nothing good coming behind that. So you gave me an option and I said no.
Mm-hmm.
Is it rhetorical? Can I ask a question? Like,
it's rude. Can I ask you a question? No. Really? It's rude.
It's an answer.
Next
straightforward.
rule. Next rule, bro. Next rule. I got a surprise for you, by the way, before all of this show is over, but go ahead.
Oh, you do? The indecision shot clock. If I ask you what you want to eat, you got 24 seconds to figure it out. You got 2 back and forths before the 24 seconds runs out. You know, I'm vegan this month. No, we don't have time for that. Like, I'm really sick of it. I'm going on a date tonight, like I told you, and it's outside. We're going to stop. We might stop at a hot dog truck or something like that.
Why would you be going outside on a date in April? In early April? Why would you pick an outside venue in early April?
Like, it might get a little chilly, but the wind is not gonna go through this. Hopefully she doesn't have on nothing that's too thin.
So you thinking about what you was wearing, you took into account not at all what she might be wearing.
No, not exactly. If she wants to go home, then the sooner we get inside, the sooner.
Man, sit down. What's your next rule?
So that's it for today, because my mails, we're gonna get to the mails on the next show. What's the surprise for me?
Okay, I'm gonna bring you back later on in the week to get to your rules. But I got a little surprise for you, a little video that I'm gonna play for you in just a second. I just sent it to my man Griff and Galen. When y'all have that video, play it for Josh. We gonna end the show on this, please, because you got something explaining to do. I got you good on this one. Hold on for a second.
Yo, Stephen A, man, tell your nephew, tell Josh that I'm really disappointed in him, that he didn't know who the original Flash was. All right, pay homage to the original Flash before you introduce a new Flash character. All right? So, I'm still a big fan, but that's strike one.
You done irritated one of the nicest dudes on the planet, who's one of the greatest off guards in the history of basketball, a 3-time champion, a Hall of Famer, all right, one of the best people I know. You know that's my brother right there. And how in God's name do you not know who the original Flash was? I mean, you ignored him and he called you out.
I never not knew who Dwayne Wade was.
That's how you sounded.
Is he still Flash?
Excuse me, he's whatever he wants to be. That's what Hall of Famers are. Hall of Famers who are champions multiple times over, plus a finals MVP.
You see?
Those are those guys right there. And by the way, he didn't send that video. I hope he's not mad at me, because he didn't send that video for me to put over the airwaves. But, you know, he got love for you, so I thought he would appreciate me showing that.
What that reminded me of was it Rick Barry saying that like he could have played in any era if he had all of the things that they had now? This is what I mean with everybody. We have to move along with the times. If you see better, say it's better. I mean, Wade was.
So who are you saying is better than D Wade? No, I'm saying, who are you saying? Who were you alluding to at that time that he had to call you out? Who were you alluding to?
It's not that somebody's better than.
Oh, exactly. So all right. So now we get that out the way. Secondly, that's not what he was getting on you about. He was getting on you about like you were acting like you didn't know who Flash was.
I know who Flash is. I know who Flash
But
is.
you
I'm just
didn't.
saying that if there's a new Flash, does he keep Flash? Like you
See how you smiling? You smiling because you caught out there. You trying to find a reason.
like you called your boys.
I didn't call him.
Yes, you did.
No, Josh. He was watching you.
see
He
what-
was watching you on the show and saw you forget his name.
You see, I do things to support this show. We in this as a whole. I even did the Chris Brown residuals challenge on behalf of the show. We're gonna show it on the next episode.
Residual challenge? Residuals?
Yeah, it's like when you remake his song, and I did it on behalf of our show, music video and all of that. I'm gonna show it to you when we go off air.
Oh my God.
R&B album pending. That's what the leather's about.
America,
Where's the camera?
the world is YouTube. Goodbye, y'all. We gotta go.
Let it go out on me too. Go out on me.